Yeshut Rav Mansur Shlita. I just wanted to bring down the Bnei Yissaschar that we spoke about last night. We said we were going to mention it. Today we know that we do not do Tachanunim. And there's a minhag besides the Tachanunim. They say it's Rosh Hashanah Leilanot. And therefore there's a minhag to have whether it's the fruits. And that's what we did last night with the Seder of Tu Bishvat. The question is, what exactly is this Seder? Where is this coming from? Why this day? So there's a very beautiful Gemara Masechet Ta'anit Daf Kavav Amubet where the Gemara says, Lo yu yomim tovim liYisrael Tu Be'av and the Yom Kippurim, which means that there were no greater Yamim Tovim L'Yisrael like Tu Be'av, Tetvav Be'av, the 15th of Av, and Kippur. Obviously Kippur, we know the reason why, but Tu Be'av, what exactly happened on Tu Be'av? So the Gemara brings down Benot Yisrael used to go out and used to go for Shidduchim, and the Gemara says that was the day on Tu Be'av that we were permitted the Shevatim to marry within each other. And Shevet Binyamin, during the time right after Pilegesh Begiva, when they were prohibited to get married to all the other Shevatim, the Shevet Binyamin was also permitted to come and to get married, right, to every other Shevet. So the question is, why exactly Tu B'Av? What's so important in Tu B'Av? So we know the Gemara says that 40 days before Yetzirat Havlad, 40 days before the child is created, the Bat Kol comes out and it says, Ploni leplonit, which means they start doing the matchmaking. And therefore the rabbi is coming and he says like this, an incredible yesod. He says like this, when was the world created? So we know that the world was going to be created on the 25th of Elul. There's actually going to be a machloke between Rabbi Eliezer and Rabbi Yoshua, which we'll speak about in 1 minute, but on the 25th of Elul. Because if you create the world on the 25th of Elul, and that's why you start reading the parashiyot on that day, when it comes to Rosh Hashanah, it's going to be the 6th day of the creation when Adam HaRishon was created, and then when he was going to be punished, right? It was going to be Rosh Hashanah, which is Aleph Tishri. So 25th of Elul, the world was created. Just like when HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, En Melech Belo Am, there's no king without a nation. We got married. There was a union between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Arba'im Yom, 40 days before the 25th of Elul, is going to be the 15th of Av. Now the question is, we just mentioned before, there's going to be a machloket. Was the world created in Tishri or in Nisan? We know that it's the machloket between Rabbi Eliezer and Rabbi Yoshua. Rabbi Eliezer says Tishri, Rabbi Yoshua says Nisan. The Arizal HaKadosh used to say they're both true. One was in Machshava and one was Maaseh. One of them was in the thought process. HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and he says, I'm going to create the world. And one was the actual before in practice when he actually created the world. Now the question is, usually, right, we do not paskin like Rabbi Eliezer against Rabbi Yoshua. So why is it over here did we paskin like Rabbi Eliezer? The answer, says the Bnei Yissaschar, is just like what we mentioned here. The fact that we saw that there was such an auspicious time on Tu B'Av to come and to get married, to have these shidduchim and the permission of the Bnei Yisrael getting married within each Shvatim and Binyamin coming back, it proves to us that the halacha was like Rabbi Eliezer, that really be'emet it's Tishri, and that's why we say Zeh Yom Tchilat Maasecha. Today is the day when HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. However, though, if you pay attention, if you say it was Rosh Chodesh Nisan, so therefore, when was the world created according to Rabbi Yoshua? The 25th of Adar. If you do 40 days before the 25th of Adar, you have Tu Bishvat. And therefore what happens is that again, the day of Tu Bishvat is also an auspicious time of Zivugim. That's why I'm sure you've seen everybody write down about all the Segulot and everything of Zivugim, because according to Rabbi Yoshua, this is the proper time. And again, if in the Machshava, in the mind of Hashem, this is what actually happens. So it also there's something there. And therefore they did make that this day is also a special day, whether it's going to be Rosh Hashanah for Ilanot and Adam Etz HaSadeh, a human being is like the tree, and there's also a lot of connections there. And therefore this is a special day of Tu Bishvat, that it's also a holiday. It's not as big as Tu B'Av, but it is going to be obviously a holiday in the fact for also Shidduchim and also Rosh Hashanah Ilanot, and therefore we do not say Tachanunim on this day of Tu Bishvat.